All right. My name is Peter Rupert. I'm one of the members on the Board of Assessment Appeals. We have there's nine of us right now, and I'm going to be hearing your appeal today. Hearing is being recorded, as I said, and I'm going to say the start time here is 4:04. All right. So I just want to read through some of the information of your file. Okay, then you can just confirm it for me. All right, this is appeal number 286. You see that? Maybe?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The property being appealed is 1014 Pequot Avenue. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the owners are Christopher Bartlett and Jennifer Bartlett. Okay, and then the town appraised your property at $2,842,825.
So, let me pull up the other one. Yes.
Okay, and then you are asking that amount to be reduced to $1,723,147. That's correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, and then this is 4. Okay, and so. Okay. All right, so now, Jennifer, I hope you're okay with calling you Jennifer?
Of course.
Yes, okay, all right. I'm going to confirm that you are either the owner of the property or an agent. So please state your name for the record and whether you are the owner or the agent.
Jennifer Bartlett, I am the owner.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now I'm just going to swear you in. If you'd raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. All right, so what I need you to do here is just sign, print your name there for me, please. All right, so Jennifer, this is your opportunity now to provide testimony as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $1,723,147, and not that value, the other value that was assigned by the town. All right, and market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. All right, and just try to be as succinct as possible. Thanks.
Well, our home is one of the oldest homes in Southport. We are the oldest home on Pequot Avenue, and we've always been a true outlier. Since we've owned the home in 2016, we've had 52% of the house is original, almost 300 years old, 1734. The part that we took off was a 1950s addition, and we replaced it with a little more room as far as we could go to add seating in the kitchen. And it was deemed in our records that from the assessor that this was because of obsolescence, that it was failing. Being 1734, all of that included the electricity and plumbing. Backs right up to the old house, which had none of it, and still has neither, has no plumbing, obviously, because it's a new addition. But we've constantly been assessed, because as an outlier, we've always had to come to the assessor or you. Ever since then, every time it's reassessed, because it just gets out of whack, and then we get adjusted. And I've been told that that will not end, because as each new company comes in and does it, they do their best, but obviously we are an outlier. And what I'm asking is to be more in line with doing my best to figure out how we are assessed fairly compared to other market values, and certainly being older than so many other homes, I have presented here. I think you do have the more documentation because
I do. I do, yep.
Yeah. I'm having trouble starting this phone.
Okay, okay, may I just step out for just 1 second, please?
I'm sure you can do it quickly.
Sorry about that. So yes, I have your comps here.
And the reason I did it that way is I'm not sure how to compare an old house to an old house.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, as I've always done with the assessor, is to look at what the value, the replacement cost of our home compared to other 1,700 homes. And that's what I provided you. And every time, no matter what, it is so out of whack. And I don't understand how, if you had to rebuild the same house and compare to all the other old houses, how our value could be so much more. Also, every time our building percentage good and our grade changes. I don't understand how my percentage of when over 50% of our home is 300 years old, how our building percentage good could go up. And everybody else from these things are a 60% or 45%, 50% of building percent good, which is obviously used to come up with appraisal value, where ours went up from 2018 from 71 to 74, and 74 is incredibly high. Not to mention the fact that on our field card here, it talks about older part of the home, multiple issues. We've had a walk through with the assessor. He came through and saw everything that was the issue. There's been no changes made to over 50% of our home. It is old. There's 7.5-foot ceilings. I'm 5'3". I can touch the ceiling. We fixed the plaster. It had been empty for 6 years. That's how long it took. Well, it wasn't empty. It was rented, but it was on the market for 6 years. It had been finally, it was an elderly woman. She moved away and someone moved in. By the time we bought it, it was in great disrepair. In order to make it livable, because we wanted something smaller, we liked to we did that. But all I'm asking is, every time, is to please take in consideration what all the other old homes are. And all of those homes, all the comps, these are the direct comps that recently sold, none of them have compared. And they all have more rooms, more square, more bathrooms, more whatever. And I don't understand how that is such an outlier, and it continues to be. I make the value that I added that said the value of the home was based on an average, because at that point I didn't know what to say. I don't know how else to do it.
Mm-hmm. Pardon me. Just when was your new addition done?
When we bought it,
okay.
It was family. It's so 2017 we made we spent $300. We bought it for $910,000, which says it's a little bit more, but we had been given credit because of what was happening. We took off the 1950s failing and we replaced it. So that's the kitchen, a master bedroom upstairs, the bathroom, all the bathrooms, which is 2.5.
Okay. And you said that was in 2017, you started? Okay.
That's all we've done.
Okay.
And we've had to, there was other issues I won't get into previously, but it had to be adjusted as it was because it was being, the assessor admitted to the fact that there was an issue. The house in 2015 was assessed at the selling price, not the actual sold price. And we ended up paying $5,000 more that year for taxes because the adjustment had not been made and there was no recourse. So we've been doing this for quite a while. I'm just asking for something to be more fair.
Okay.
And as it happens, this is our normal thing, and GB told us that I need to do that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, I know I need to put a value and you have to appreciate what you say or not. I'm not sure, I wasn't sure what else to do other than take that average at that point.
All right.
What I did find out today was that when I looked at the field cards of the market of the homes that are the direct comparables, they had already been reduced on their field cards. So I'm not sure who did that.
Okay.
All of them. So obviously there isn't, there's some kind of issue with where they stand.
Yeah, all the comps you're saying?
Yeah.
Had that, okay.
All of them had been reduced already.
Okay. Now, were they reduced, I haven't, I'll have to take a look at myself, but were they reduced, are you saying they were reduced previously, or they were reduced like in the informal? Did you come through the informal hearing process?
No, I'm wondering if they did. Like, for example, here you go. So, see the difference? Same year? Same. So I don't know if they're coming to appeal it still, but it was interesting. Yeah. And from I understood that, maybe they did do the informal? Because this one went from 600 to 432. And this one went from 353 to 338. But
yeah. Okay, I'll have to look into that, but yeah, sure, that's helpful. Okay, very sure, absolutely. Okay.
So again, and the thing is that our home, and I think I also provided that, is that we have incredibly low ceilings. We sit very close to the road. There's no insulation in all of the windows. There's no crown moldings. I don't have anything that would be normal. And I've also been told by our agents that, anybody tall won't buy our house. We do have some limitations. We haven't lived in the front of the house all winter because it's too darn cold. Part of our house sits on a slab, so it's very drafty. There's no basement underneath. We've done our best to insulate underneath the other areas, but we don't have its original blown glass windows. We won an award from the Southport Conservation because we kept that old part without replacing it. And we wouldn't have done that, but we also, I don't understand how makes it so much more valuable. Like 484 versus 204, the replacement cost per square foot, because the difference is so wild.
Yeah.
There's I don't even know how. And when it's not like it's very primitive by comparison. And therefore, and our fireplaces aren't usable.
Fireplaces are not usable?
No, because it's the center chimney, if you're familiar, like the three-sided, goes all the way up. Well, it's crumbling, and the fireplace, the bricks, and we have to pull apart the floors to get to them. So that is not an option for us, so we don't currently use them at all. And he noted that, when he came through in 21. So that's the land, that's the property side. So, did you have any other questions about that?
No, thank you.
So, the land. The land is an ongoing issue for us because, again, and here, I did the thing. I'm comparing only the people that I share property with, that we have the same topography and shape and neighborhood and wetlands and everything. That's us. And then look at all of these, and we're the same. This one's different, and on my other side. And the reason is because when we built the house, they raised it and leveled it, so they sit way above. So actually, all their water comes down into our side. When we went to get a permit to do our house, we were told we needed to give a permanent conservation easement. So that's 45% of our property. That was something that we give to do something that other people get to do, which is to build on their property. We didn't know any better, we did that, but that does make a great deal of our property inaccessible. They do come by, they tell us we can't do anything. We don't cut it down, we don't touch it. There's a fence that breaks it off. We pay the taxes on it, but we were told in order for us to build, we had to give that permanent easement. The other thing is that we also have a tidal pond. We're in a special FEMA. That's 75% of the property is a regulated setback. And yes, we're one of the smallest, narrowest, non-conforming properties, and there's no more ability to build because we are outside of the sewer, so we have our own septic system in the back. And we were able to, when we were building, we were doing all the surveys, we've built as far out as we're allowed. So anyone else that razz the house would not have, and we're very close to the street, so there's nowhere else to go. Mm-hmm. So the value as far as what else you could build on there is not.
Did you put the septic in? Is that?
We had to replace the septic because it was gurgling in the backyard in 2017. And there was no other place. We're too close to the road to put it in the front. Mm-hmm. So when I compared ours to those, I'm comparing the other ones that are the same size. Mm-hmm. The one next door also does have an easement too, a perpetual conservation easement. But I've always paid more than these neighbors per square foot for our land, and we have almost exactly the same size. And I have a feeling, I understand that there's a total value of our property, but my neighbor and I are very different in that, we don't have, both sides after us, and on both sides after them, they're raised and they're raised. So we're kind of in this weird pocket too. So it's very wet. And I am fine, again, I understand that I have value where I live. But
so you're saying, are you saying though, both sides runoffs coming to both neighbors directly next to you are up higher and their runoffs coming into you?
The one next to me does, then there's my neighbor, which is very similar size to me, and then on their other side also is raised. It's so high that they have a huge dog that they're always afraid it's going to come over the fence because he sits so much higher than a normal 6-foot fence. I understand that obviously look at this neighborhood, a lot of us have water issues, but the thing is they're not paying the same. If we're looking at topography, it's not fair, apples to apples. Mm-hmm. So again, I took an average, because, and this is an area that it's been very difficult. I know the value went up. I'm just asking to be paying similar in fairness to my direct neighbors.
All right.
And that.
Is that, you're going to leave that with me?
Oh, sure.
Are you sure?
Okay.
I might have it, so let me just look, because I don't want to take it to you. Yeah, I have this.
Yeah. And this was what I was showing you, that the values that went down before, they're on those fields.
Okay.
And that's all of the homes that were historic homes that were, that sold in that time frame. So
Okay.
I only thought it was fair to compare myself to the 1700s because a 100-year-old younger house is that much better. Again, I'm just
Okay.
providing.
All right, no, thank you, yep, helpful information. So, just let me, explain the process to you. I mean, I guess you probably know, you've been through it before, right? So, we'll be presenting your petition to a majority of the board at a deliberation session. You will be notified by mail of the board's decision within 7 days of that, that deliberation and vote, okay? We have 992 appeals, so we will be a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so just to let you know, but, you'll of course be notified, and then, if you were, denied, then you can come back again next year and appeal. If you were given any kind of relief, then you would have to wait till the next reevaluation to, appeal again, all right? And then if you're dissatisfied with either of those, then you can, go to court, and instructions will be provided for how to do that, all right? Pardon me. So if you don't have any other questions, we can conclude here.
No, I don't think so. I again, like I said, I was concerned that I gave an average, and would you be able to consider it whether or not it has to either be exactly that number or not?
No, of course not.
Oh,
We
okay.
we look at it, and we try to determine a fair value.
Got it.
Okay? Yes. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very
All right.
much for your
All right.
time.
Okay, so this is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals. This is appeal number 451 and start time 4:29. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Okay, so my name is Peter Rupert. I am one of 9 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals, and I'm going to be hearing your appeal tonight. As I said, it's being recorded. I just want to go over some of the information about you, just to confirm.
Sure.
All right, so this is appeal number 451.
Yep,
Actually, yeah.
I see it, yeah.
All right, 140 Meadow Ridge Road.
Correct.
All right, the owners are Melissa and Jason Hanna.
Yes.
Okay. The town has valued your property, appraised your property at $3,088,707, and then you're asking that be reduced to $2,904,347.
Correct.
Correct? Okay. All right. And okay, so
I have a question for you.
of course.
So they were asked us for our opinion of the fair market value.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I quite understood that meant that was a specific number I was asking for it to be reduced to. So is it possible to have a reduction that might not be that number, but
Yes.
still be a reduction?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I'm
Is
sorry.
anybody waiting?
Well, you can ask or go to the top of the stairs, either in the conference room, or just go to the stairs and find Stephanie. She was working and getting people, so.
I don't see anybody out
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman who came in after us, middle-aged, glasses. I don't know where he parked himself, but he came in a few minutes after us, but I haven't seen him.
I mean, you might want to go down the stairs and ask if there's anyone down in the
Yeah,
lobby
okay.
there. All right, thanks. All right. So, Melissa. All right, so, I just need to confirm that you are the owner of the property, so if you would just state for the record that you are the owner or an agent. All right, so just please state your name for the record.
Yes, I'm Melissa Hanna. I'm the owner of the property.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to have you, and actually now I need to swear you in, okay? So, sir, are you going to be speaking on the property, or you're just here for moral support? Because otherwise, then I have to swear your dad in.
No.
No, okay, all right. So, So, please raise your right hand. All right, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, great, thanks. So what I need you to do here is just, you're gonna sign here and just print your name down there, please.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, so, this is your opportunity now to provide testimony as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $2,904,347, and not the assigned value by the town.
Sure.
And market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date, and just try to be as succinct as possible, please.
Okay, well, the reason that this was conspicuous to us was because we felt that the town had increased by value of like 60 to 65%. Our percentage change was 75%, so it didn't seem in line. And so then we started looking at homes in our neighborhood, and we certainly found one that was comparable to ours in terms of its, you know, what it contained.
What number?
Number 129,
129,
larger than ours, and appraised lower than ours. That was another kind of thing that jumped out at us. And so we came up with the number of 2.9, we'll call it, by applying a 65% increase to our property value over last year.
Okay. All right. Okay, and you have other comps there that you...
This was just
Right.
the neighborhood. We did look at our neighborhood, which I think on average increased 60 to 65%.
Mhm.
So again, ours was kind of a standout at 75%.
All right, anything else that you think would be helpful? Any other documents you want to provide?
I don't have any other documents.
All right. Okay, when was this home built?
Let me just think. I think it was 2016 was the completion.
And it was a new build?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the whole neighborhood is new.
Okay. 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 So here's just how, so just wanted to answer your question that you had earlier, right? Sure, when we deliberate, we, look at, the evidence, we were going to, review your comps.
Mhm.
And if your value that you requested, we didn't feel comfortable, going that low, but we, another number,
Mhm.
then, we could do that, or we could go the other way too. We could say, no, you have, good argument, and, even reduce it further than,
Mhm.
You've asked.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just tell you what the process is. Right now,
Great.
we're going to, I'll present your case to our board. We have 9 members of the board,
Mhm.
and I'll present your case to a majority of the board. We'll make a decision, and in 7 days of that decision, you'll be notified. These hearings, the deliberations also will be online, so if you want to, you can listen if you, are interested in doing that.
Okay.
All right. So if you are granted a reduction, you can't come back, even if it's not to the amount that you requested.
Okay.
You can't come back until the next revaluation.
Okay.
If you're not, then you can come back next year. If you're denied, you can
Mhm.
come back next year, And if you're dissatisfied, you can go to court, and there'll be instructions in your letter that explain how to do that, okay?
Yep.
We do have 992 appeals, so we're actually going to be doing this into May.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I don't know when yours will be. You will be notified. I can't guarantee that you will be notified directly, like you're going to be hearings coming up tonight.
Okay.
Hopefully we can, but we do have to post agendas that say what properties will be, appealed. So,
Okay.
I mean, hopefully they can notify you, but I don't know if that's done.
Okay.
So I'll just let
Thank
know.
you.
All right, so if you don't have any other questions, then we can conclude. All
I
right?
do not have other
Is,
questions.
do you want me to take that, or this is in your
I
file?
submitted it.
Yeah,
and
it might
had
be,
some
I'm just having a hard time, pulling it up right now, so I
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
I
So,
definitely submitted it, and I had written some notes on the one I submitted to,
Oh.
your office,
Okay.
but, so this one I don't have the notes, but that's okay.
Okay.
So I prefer, hopefully, if you do have it
okay,
in the
in the
file.
notes, okay. Do you want me to take this, though? Or
Yeah, you're welcome
okay,
to.
Okay,
You're welcome to.
all right. All right, well, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, and then actually, let me just turn this recording off. Yeah. So, this is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals, on March 3rd, and the time now is 4:49. Okay, this is appeal number 289. Frank and Vanessa Mazzella, right?
Mhm.
Right. All right, so, Ms. Mazzella, I'm just going to confirm some information
Sure.
with you here, okay?
Mhm.
So this is appeal number 289. The property address is 164 Rockland Road. You, Vanessa, and Frank Mazzella are the owners,
Correct.
okay? The town has valued your property at $715,300. That's their appraised value, all right? And then you're asking that to be reduced to $650,000.
Right.
Correct, which
All
is
right.
good, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and this is here, and then, sir, can you just tell me your name, spell your name?
Hubert Voltolina, I'm her father.
Okay, so V-O-L-I,
Yeah, V-O-L.
What, do you think I just spelled Voltolina?
Yeah.
No.
V-O-L-T-O-L-I-N-A, right?
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. All right, so, because both of you will be speaking, I need to swear you both in, all right?
Okay.
But just one question here, just confirm that you are the owner of the property, so just please state your name for the record and whether you're the owner.
Vanessa Mazzella, and I'm the owner of 164 Rockland Road.
All right, great, thank you very much. All right, and so, Mr. Voltolina, all right, and Ms. Mazzella, you're going to sign here and then print under here, and then Mr. Voltolina, you can sign
Okay,
here.
that makes sense.
Got it.
All right. Sorry about that.
Sorry, what's your name, Marie? Just for the sake of argument, her middle name is.
Yeah, it's Voltolina, yeah.
That's a giveaway. I just-
In case you was wondering whose father you were.
No, in case you needed to.
Oh, that was the,
Yeah,
yeah.
as a reference point, that's all, as a reference point.
Okay, so, this is your opportunity, hold on one second here. Okay, this is, your opportunity to provide testimony as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $650,000 and not the value assigned by the town. Market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date, and just please try to be as succinct as possible.
Okay. Let's just maintain it for just one moment, go a step backwards. We originally had an informal conference, and we had another appraisal come in, and they knocked it down by $55,000 because of the state of the house itself.
Yeah.
Okay, they walked through, you know, they saw that we had to reinforce the basement because the house is falling down. The second floor is still not level, it's actually on a slant. So he looked at it and he went down, but we're saying right now that between 164 plus 156, which is an adjoining property, we're still paying over $760,000 for that collective property. When would be the last house, I think, sold in Fairfield, given the state of the house. The driveway itself is falling apart, and the property itself is only 6,000 square feet.
Yeah.
So for 6,000 square feet, they're saying it's worth $500,000, or more than that, $550,000. That's our argument. Our argument is that you're really not looking at just this piece of property, because I don't think any property, even our next door neighbor, has a lower per square foot rate than we do.
The 180 Rockland.
The 180, which is our next door neighbor. So we're getting it at an $80, $80-something per square foot, and they're doing it at 64. We're just saying use the 64. We're not saying go crazy, and if you just use the 64, you'll get back down to the number we're doing it, that we're asking for. And just another thing though, when this house was bought, it was bought during the the mortgage rates were 3%, and the entire place, we were like...
We paid over asking for the house at the time, so we weren't getting any sort of COVID discount.
And it was one of the last houses to be bought at that time. It wasn't in good shape, but, we settled in order to do it. And as I say, we actually paid money to reinforce the basement because of the fact that the beams in the basement had all these support beams in there, and we had to take them up and reinforce them. So it was really, what I'm saying is I don't think it's unfair to think that if we take the property itself to $640 to our purchase price, $650, and then add on to that the additional land, it'll make it over $700, which to me makes sense. I don't think it should be more than that. Right now we're at $765 or something.
Right. And if we were to sell our house, the house tomorrow would be a significant amount of money to improve, to even get it market ready.
Yeah, it would cost a lot of money. I mean, the house is a 1929 house, has no insulation in it, and you have to, when you walk around, you really feel about it. I think that the guy that did the appraisal did a good job by knocking it down some, but I think the overall is still high.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you want to specifically?
I think that we
kind of outlined it.
What I did was in the actual document for the addendum to the document, I actually show all the different values for the land in the immediate area. This is all within the same neighborhood.
Right.
So these are all the same neighborhood, and the highest one is our neighbor at 64, and we're at 80-something. So I think clearly it's got to be off. If you look at the bottom right on this table right there, you see that? That's us. I mean, it's out of whack. It's out of whack.
Okay.
And we included, for every one of these, we included the field thing. And for 180, we did a comparison for our next door neighbor. If we look at, I should put a tab on it. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up. It's good numbers. A lot of these field pages for the comparison.
I think it's like the last page, almost the last page. There you go. You always have to. question.
No, it's a comparison here.
Yeah.
This is a comparison. This is the table.
So-
We're doing is comparing one-to-one with that.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at. So we're comparing it just there, and you can see that our property is 6,500 square feet, and theirs is 9,000, and they're giving a 63 rate versus our 84. It's just, our values are very, very similar on the land value, so that's what we're arguing.
Okay.
I don't know what else we can say, is there anything that you would
Any questions?
ask us for?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean, listen, I'm going to look through this, I'm gonna look at the comps that you provided,
Okay.
all right? I'll just tell you the process, right? The process is that we, there are 9 members of our board, so we will at some point meet, as a majority of the board, will meet and deliberate, this
Yeah.
appeal. And when, we do that, we'll come up with a decision. So our decision could be 3 things. We could deny, and then that means, you can come back next year and appeal again. All right, we can grant it in full, that, down to 650,000, and you would not then be able to come back next year, to appeal. Or actually, you wouldn't be able to come back till the next revaluation.
5 years.
5 years, yeah, 5 years, yeah. Or we might do part of it, right, not give you the whole, amount, and again, that you would not then be able to come back until 5 years, all right? There is also the possibility, though, that if you were dissatisfied with any of the decisions that we made, that you could go to court, and some instructions will be given to you when you receive your decision, which is 7 days after our deliberation vote, okay? Now, I will say, we have 992 appeals, so we're actually going to be doing this into May. So I don't know when you'll be up on the list for deliberation, but we're going to try to get through them as quickly as we possibly can. And we do post agendas on the town site to say, here's when we'll be deliberating. So you're welcome to listen, or there'll be a recording of it that you can listen to later. All right, so just to let you know.
There'll be a notice.
Yeah, there will be some notice.
Is there a timeline for like the updated mill rate? 'Cause I know in all the documentation, it's like, we can't calculate anything because the mill rate is not current.
Right, yeah, so I think it's July,
July, okay.
yeah, that it gets updated.
Got it, okay.
All right.
And will you be speaking to the appraiser that actually came over, or would that be something that you would do? Because he came over at the time.
I could,
Yeah, I
his
think, I mean,
name?
like,
Yeah, I don't remember his name. I know he's from the,
let me see if
Was
I.
he from Tyler?
Yes, he
Or
was from
he was
Tyler.
from Tyler, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can always find out,
yeah, he walked through the place. And
Sure.
he saw the state of everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just seeing if they actually put his name in here. Hold on.
Yeah, he walked in and out of our house.
Yeah, no, you know what? I got a general email from them when they to confirm the appointment, but it was never, I don't think,
His
him
name was
directly.
I don't think he gave it to our card either.
No, I don't think so.
That's okay,
But anyway,
I
he
can find
took
out.
to walk through the house.
Sure.
Yeah,
to give
and
it-
the property and
And,
everything,
not
yeah.
to say that it would be the last house that would be sold in Fairfield, but if every house went on, we'd have a hard time selling our house.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, we can end the hearing now, all right? And,
Okay.
like I said, it might be a little bit, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Do we have
All
to
right.
do 156 separately, or is that part of the?
We have the next one.
We have the next
next one.
We had 2 separate letters.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
They were both
They were-
scheduled for today?
Yep, so
Yeah,
one
they're
is
one-
5 and one is 5:20.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay, all right, let me look at them.
Yeah,
Okay, I did.
maybe.
Okay, yeah, I see it, okay.
Okay,
Maybe
is that
somebody
okay?
else.
I took you before, but
Oh,
someone was not here at 5
all right,
o'clock.
do we
so I
have to
took
We
it.
have to go.
No,
Okay.
Let's keep
We're
going.
here.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
All right, so let me just, I have to
Let's finish this.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
finish this one again.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
that's
just
fine.
stop this recording for right now.
Okay.
Okay, this is Peter Rupert, BAA hearing, March 3rd. The start time of this hearing is 5:04. Okay, we're hearing appeal number 290. So I'm just going to go through the information again here. So this is 290, appeal 290, 156 Rockland Road. The owners are Frank and Vanessa Mazzella. the town has valued this property at $54,500, and you're asking for it to be reduced to $27,100. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same as it was.
Yeah.
The same as it was valued.
Okay. And all right. So again, just would you state for the record that you are the owner?
I'm Vanessa Mazzella, the owner of 156 Rockland Road, Fairfield.
Okay, thank you. And then please just raise your right hand. Did that do this the last time?
No,
They did? Okay, sorry about that. So, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I should have done that.
Yes.
So again, just sign and print. Okay, thanks so much.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your opportunity again to provide testimony as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $54,500 and not the value assigned by the town. And again, market value is what your property would most likely have sold for on that date. All right?
Yes, this is a copy of the appeal that we had made.
Okay.
And in the explanation, I think it's clear, the property has been doubled right now. What they've done is taken the property value and doubled it.
Okay.
But what they've misidentified it because they misidentified it because the actual code that they're using to identify this says it's residential land that's developable.
Okay.
But it's not. It's not. It should be really coded differently because even in the field notes, it says that the property is undersized and not buildable.
Okay.
So I think that there's a communication problem with the person who was doing the assessment, thinking that it's buildable lot, in which case it would have in fact had a value that would increase, but it shouldn't have because it's not buildable. And it's on the card itself, if you look at the vision card, it tells that it's not buildable. It says it's undersized, not buildable. So what we're saying is, I had a conversation with the assessor, and I said, this is obviously wrong, and he said, you know, it shouldn't be, it's not buildable, so it shouldn't be labeled as buildable.
Okay.
And I think eventually he said, you know, you should really merge these properties together, because it's not buildable. And that's something we probably might want to do, but right now, we have the situation where it's coded as developable, and that's why they increased it by twice. They did 100% increase, that's a lot. That's you know, it's a lot. It's a lot for just a piece of property.
Right.
As we said before, this piece of property plus our other ones, we bought together
Right.
for $647, or
Right.
$649.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's 57.
$657.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was no option to not buy the 156. It was together,
Okay, yeah.
it was not like, oh, we could not
No.
take that, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so I think one is that we need to fix the card inside the system
Mhm.
so that it identifies it correctly. And second is, it didn't really go up that much. It's, you know, the value of it is not, no one can buy it, so I can't really sell it. And how could you compare it to something when you can't sell it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are the questions?
I mean, that's our main.
That's
That's really it, I mean,
It went up twice as much and it's coded wrong. I think that's the big problem we have with it.
Okay. All right, that sounds pretty straightforward.
Yeah, we think,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of work talking about it.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of really comparison to make because it's, yeah.
Yeah, there's no comparison.
It's not.
I looked around, in fact, that's why I actually talked to the assessor and I said, where can you find non-buildable land that could have possibly gone up? He said, I think you're right, it should really not have gone up that high.
Okay.
He kind of agreed with me on that.
Okay, well, again, as I explained before, all right?
It'll take a while.
It'll be a while, right?
There's
but-
thousands people trying to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll take the next steps, I guess, after this about maybe merging the two of them so we don't have the argument. And we
Yeah.
don't have to fight two different battles,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And how long have you owned it?
Since, what was it, 2022, how long ago was that?
2021.
2021.
Yeah,
Sorry, the
correct.
years are like more, the COVID years merged together.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in,
No,
really
thank you for
appreciate it,
taking the
okay?
time.
Hopefully, so.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, hopefully it'll be something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very
This is Peter Rupert, hearing for the BAA, hearing appeal number 151. The start time will be 5/18 on March 3rd. Okay, we've had a little paperwork error here, so I'm going to be just fixing up some of our paperwork here as we go along. So this is number 151. And so I'm just going to read off some information and just, confirm for me the information. So this is appeal number 151,
Yes.
correct? And the property is 27 Balma Close, okay? Okay, all right, and then the owners are James and Nina Rainville?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and the town valued your property at, appraised your property at $544,800,
Correct.
okay? And you are asking for a reduction to $475,000. Okay. Okay, here, take. Sorry, Nina's trying to get this through as quickly as we can here. Uh, 27. Close. Sorry about that. That's why these things are better when we can have them all filled out previously. I just want to make sure that you get the right property ID.
In the meter.
Yeah, look, actually. You know, if I put it there, it's, we'll straighten it out, I'll make sure it gets straightened out, so, it's just, you know. All right, yeah, let me, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put this one. And requested value is $175. Okay. All right, so, what I just need you to do is state your name for the record and that you are the owner of, 27 Mohawk Close.
Okay, my name is Nina Rainville, and I am one of the owners of 27 Balmaha Close.
Okay, thank you. All right, and then if you'd raise your right hand, all right, I'm going to administer an oath. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, great. So what I need you just to do here is, oops, what's that, 151, right? All right, so I'm just going to have you sign and print your name, please. Thank you. Boy, there's a lot of information on these things. All right, I think I'm ready to go. Okay, so thank you for your patience. All right, so Ms. Rainville, this is your opportunity now to provide testimony as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was actually $475,000, not the value assigned by the town. All right, market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. Please try to be as succinct as possible.
Okay, one thing on my field card that I noticed right off the bat was my basement unfinished and my garage are valued at the same price, over $38,000.
Okay.
That seems pretty wacky.
Okay, so basement and you said the
garage.
Garage.
I went on the town website after I spoke with the people from Tyler. They told me I had the wrong date range. This is the date range they told me I should be using.
Okay.
So I plugged in condominiums from those dates, similar living area space as mine. So if you add up all those sale prices, it equals that. There's 8 of them. I divided by 8. That came up to $475.
Okay.
average. And then I went back and looked at what they're appraised at, and they're in the 4s mostly, some are 5. But
Okay.
I even went and did another search using that same start date, but up to February of this year. And again, if you take all the total sales, divide by the number of properties, it actually went down to 469,818. And
469.
818
818. Okay.
average. I sold a house, and the person who bought it was a builder, basically gutted it, kept the foundation, made a 2-car garage. Now, this is a house with like a half an acre, and totally remodeled. They have a garage that's only 25, it's a 2-car garage, and it's $25,499.
Okay. This
So
is
how
what,
could my,
let me see, so this is 111 Grandview?
right, which I used to own.
Okay.
If you want to see, here are my names.
Yeah, okay.
Which is around the corner from the condos that we live at now.
Okay.
They have-
And, yeah, show, so they're.
They have a 2-car garage,
Yep.
and it's $25,499. See if you read the notes here. Add 2-car garage. So that's
Yep, sure.
$25,499. So I have no idea why my single garage is $38,283. I have pictures. If you go on Trulia and look up my property, I don't know if it's from between the person I bought it from and us, it's empty. But I took pictures this morning and nothing's been done. I mean, so there's been no improvements, renovations, none of my appliances match. You know, I'm not all stainless steel or even the same brand. I have a GE something and a Frigidaire something and a Maytag something. My understanding is those things make buyers.
So no, you're saying there's been no upgrade since you've been there. When is it that you moved in there?
We purchased, here's my field card, 2021.
Okay.
And just for instance, I took a picture of the slider out to the deck. You can see it's dated 1985.
Sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think I have, granted, there's many units, over 130 in our development. I have a ranch, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Almost, I'd say maybe 30 out of the 130 are similar to mine. The others are duplexes, townhouses, multi-levels, 2-car garages, you know, bigger, better. And of course, you're going to fix up, fancy up your house to sell. So,
All right. All right, anything else that you would like to present?
how much, I mean, I could go on and on. I took pictures of all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you, can, if you want to print out some pictures or the pictures that you think are most, you think make your best case, then you can just submit them to the assessor's office and they'll put them into the file, and then, when we deliberate, they'll be there. I mean, I can't tell you, I'm going to discuss that in just a moment, So, are those, can I have those though? Do you want me to put those in the file, or they're already in the file here?
This is what I submitted.
anything that you didn't submit and you want me to include, then I will put it here. But if you have it, if it's here, I'm looking at the file right now, so, I see, okay, no, I see those two charts that you gave me, yeah, or you showed me, and, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the one field card, if that's what you want to include into the file, right, so.
But I mean, I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to underdo it.
You mean like in what you're asking for?
My proof for my,
Oh, your proof.
yeah, I mean.
Well, you know, it is on you to provide proof, and we
Right.
will, you know, we'll weigh the evidence that you've provided, you know, we'll look through it all, and make a determination. So why don't I just tell you then how this works? So, what we're going to do is we have a 9-member board right now. We'll, hold deliberations with a majority of the board and make a decision, all right? When we make that decision, you will be notified by mail within 7 days of that decision being made. If we deny your appeal, then you can come back next year and appeal again. All right, if we grant you either, you know, the price that you've asked for or something less than that, then you are, yeah, right, you then wouldn't be able to come back for 5 years, right? It's, the next revaluation is when you could do it, only if you're granted some kind of relief, right?
In between those two prices.
Right,
Those
right,
two
so
are-
if it was, you know, if we,
Let's just say you pick 500
yeah,
in between.
that's right.
I can't appeal for 5 years.
No, you can't appeal for
But
5
if
years.
you deny, if everyone denies, then I can.
That's
appeal.
correct, that's correct. And then if you're not, you know, if you're not satisfied, then you can, you can go to court. You can, you know, bring your case to court, and there will be instructions in your letter to tell you how to do that. All right? So, all right, I just for honesty's sake here, for full transparency, we have 992 appeals. So we will, yeah, so we will be, you know, we actually are going to be doing this in May. So I don't know when your appeal will be heard, but, you know, we'll try to do it as timely as we can. And,
But is more evidence, or is it?
I mean, you've provided evidence, I mean, you know, this is what
This-
most people do. So,
This is from the original declaration,
okay.
and I guess my share was 1.3, 1.4, and then as they built more units, fancier units, it dropped to 0.875. So I mean, I'm not one of those spectacular multi-level.
I mean, do you want me to include that in the file? It's up to you.
Does it help? I mean, I've never done this before, so I don't
Yeah.
know what'll help and what
If
will
you
hurt.
could, yeah, I mean.
Is that ridiculous, or I don't know?
You could think about it, and, you know, if you decide to send in pictures, send in that as well, and say, can you just include this in my file?
And other units that are similar to mine, 505, you know.
No, those are on your comp list, those field cards that you're looking at there?
Probably not, because these lists are only for sold property.
Okay, all right. Again, so if you want to give that stuff to me, then I can, put it, you know, I'll mark it and put it into the file, and it will be in your file for when we make consideration. So it's up to you. Sorry about that.
And what happens to these files too?
Those are public records as well.
I think I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, yeah, and then like I said, you know, if you change your mind, you can, you know, provide them to the assessor's office and to say, can you please put these into my file? And they'll let us know that your file was updated and that there's new information in there for us to look at.
How long can we submit information?
Well, I mean, I would just say, you know, you want to be
Within
succinct. It
reason.
doesn't,
Right,
yeah.
that's
It
why I
does,
don't
you know,
wanna
yeah,
overdo it.
Right, so,
And I just made up that number, I have no idea, I don't have real estate experience, I'm just going by, I plugged in
Sure.
the parameters and
Right.
that's what I got,
Okay.
so.
That's fine. Yep, that's what people do. So, all right. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in, appreciate it, and,
Thanks for squeezing me in.
sure. All right, so I'm just gonna stop our recording here. Okay, this is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals, for March 3rd, 2026. The start time for this appeal, number 294, is 5:43. Okay, so, Ms. Perkin, I'm going to just read through the information for your appeal, just confirm for me, all right? This is appeal number 294. Okay, 501 Warner Hill Road is the property address?
Yep.
Okay, the owner, so this property are Richard and Ashley Perkin?
Correct.
Okay, the town appraised your property at $2,421,600, and you're asking that that be reduced to $2 million.
Correct.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So I just need for you to just confirm that you are the owner or agent of the property. So just please state your name for the record and tell me whether you're the owner or agent.
Yeah, no, Richard Perkin, and the owner of 501 Warner Hill Road.
All right, thank you. And then if you would raise your right hand, I'm going to swear you in. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, so if you do me a favor and I'm just going to have you sign here and print your name below.
Okay, is that on the 3rd?
Yes. All right, thank you so much.
You bet.
All right, so this is your opportunity to provide testimony and evidence as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $2 million versus the value assigned by the town. So market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. Please try to be as succinct as
Of course,
possible.
yeah. Well, look, first of all, thank you for the hearing, and likewise for obliging on my 4:30 to 6 p.m. Window. You guys did that with the kids, so that helps. It was simply because I had an independent appraiser come out. So when looking at some of the comps that the other appraisal company used, and when consulting with my appraiser, he seemed to think that there were some differences there, and namely because my home is 1981 construction, most of which on the interior in terms of appliances, and you can see the printout that he did, there's a picture in there, but there's literally the Jen Air stovetop. I mean, I think that's from 1981. Like, we wanted to replace it, but they don't make that cut anymore, so you'd have to redo all the countertops and everything. And so, and there are other parts. I mean, I don't love admitting it, but the deferred maintenance is pretty robust. I mean, if you were to take a look at my driveway, it looks like a tortoise shell, and after this winter, there's plenty of potholes that have to be addressed and so forth. So, in his estimation, and looking at some of the comp sales that he pulled up, he just thought that $2 million was much more reasonable number, given all of that.
Okay.
And, yeah, well, listen, I get it, I'm trying to be succinct here and appreciative of the time, I know you guys got a schedule to keep. And to me, that's really the long and the short of it. I mean, listen, he's a professional, not me.
Sure.
That's what he does for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very honest in saying, you know, look, I'll come down and take a look and, you know, take a look and see what I have. And then ran the comps and came up with $2 million based on the value, based on that report, which is pretty robust, which I think.
Yes, I have it. Yep.
Included in a copy
Yep.
there. And I wish I could tell you I've got a new roof or a new pool or a barn or something like that, but I don't. So again, based on the information that he provided, like I said, he's a professional, not me. That's where that number comes from.
Okay, great, thanks. And just tell me, when did you purchase the home?
2013.
2013. Yeah. Okay. And have you done anything? I know you said there's some deferred maintenance, but is there anything that you have upgraded since you've been
No, I can say in good faith we have not. Yeah, and with 4 boys, and
wow.
Just when we think about, you know, maybe we'll do something here, you know, another hole goes in the wall from this, you know. So we, you know, we're out of the marker on the wall stage, we think. So, you know, there are 8 twins, there's 6, and 10-year-old, 12-year-old. So we're kind of getting to the age of reason.
Wow. That sounds busy.
Yeah, no, it's that ergo my request between 4:30 and 6.
Yeah,
so that's what's going on there.
All right, well, let me just tell you then the process here, okay? Yeah. So we are, the board will be I will present your petition to the Board of Assessment Appeals. A majority of our board right now, we have 9 members, and we will consider and vote on your application, okay? You'll be notified by mail of our decision within 7 days of that happening. Now, I just want to be upfront. We have 992 appeals, and we're probably going to be doing this into May.
Got it.
So it may not happen right away.
Sure.
All right, and just let you know, okay? But anyway, if your appeal is denied, you can come back next year and appeal again. If you are granted a reduction of any amount, you know, down to your 2 million, I mean, it could be greater than 2 million, you know, but if, you know, we give you say 2 million or, you know, something less than that, then you would not be able to appeal again until next revaluation, next 5 years. All right. And then if you're dissatisfied with, you know, our decision, then you can bring it to court, and instructions will be provided in that letter of notice that you received, the decision letter. Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
So if you don't have anything else, then we can conclude.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. Look, I appreciate, you know, you guys are battling away with this thing, so it's your time, so thank you.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's it for me. And like I said, you know, I could come in here without what he did and kind of say, but, you know, again, he's the pro, not me, so
sure.
I'll take his word. Sure. So that'll do it for me.
Okay, all right, thanks so much for coming in, I appreciate it.
All right, Pete, thanks.
Okay, this is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals for March 3rd, 2026, and I'm about to hear appeal number 292, and the start time is 5:58. Okay, so Davletov, is that how I say your name? Okay, all right, so I'm here with Mr. Davletov. And I just want to go through some information, just confirm it for me. So this is Appeal 292, correct? Okay. It's for 105 Roseville Street.
Correct.
Okay. You are the owner, Adam Davletov?
Yes.
Okay. The town has assessed your property, appraised your property, that's the market value, at $725,800.
Yes.
And you believe that the amount should be $550,000.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so now I just need for you to confirm that you are the owner. So if you just state your name and confirm that you are the owner 105 Roseville Street, please.
Sure. My name is Adam Nablatov, and I'm the owner of 105 Roosevelt Street.
Okay. And then if you would just raise your right hand, I have to swear you in. All right. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
That's right.
Okay. So if you would do me a favor and just sign here and print your name below. All right. So, this is your time now to your opportunity to present testimony and evidence as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $550,000 and not the value assigned by the town. And market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. And just try to be as succinct as possible, okay?
Sure.
All right.
Yep. First of all, thank you for hearing my case. Really appreciate it. As I said, I'm the owner and resident at 105 Roosevelt Street. I've arrived at an appraisal of $550K approximately, based on the recent sales near my home and near neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I have provided supporting comp sales through email, and I also have some printed out here.
Okay.
The most relevant sale is right next to me on my street. There is a similar style duplex like mine.
Okay, what number is that, do you know?
152 Roosevelt Street.
152.
As you can see the pictures here,
Mm-hmm.
similar style to mine. That sold for $303 per square feet.
Okay.
And this is a new build, much nicer quality it looks, although that could be subjective, but it's a new quality build. And the old builds are nearby that I could find for even lower price. And based on that, since I also own the duplex, similar style, and it's an old build, plus the duplex, since it's built, requires certain maintenance, such as attached in the picture, roof replacement. The shingles keep flying off every now and then when there's a wind. And I have attached the example of such case where I had to replace several shingles on the roof.
Why are they coming off?
Because it's old.
Because it's old?
Yeah, it needs a new roof replacement. For now, I have replaced only quick fix, a cheaper option, but it does need replacement.
Okay.
And things like pipe, recent cold snap showed that pipes were getting old and there was a leak on the ceiling of my living room. Considering those things, I applied a slight discount to the 303 number, 90% of the 303 number, multiplied by my square feet, which is 2,000, which gives me approximately $550K.
Okay. So you said 90% of the 303 number, okay? And you came up with the well, I'm sorry, say that.
550K, roughly.
Okay. All right. Okay. And how long have you been in this home?
I moved in 2020, October, I want to say.
Okay. All right. And I know obviously you said the roof does need replacing. Is there other improvements you've made on the property since you've owned it?
Minor. I planted some trees.
Okay.
And I cleaned up the backyard a little bit, but nothing major.
Okay. Okay. And you have you have some other comps as well, did you say?
Yeah,
I mean, they're, if you sent them already, then I have them in the file.
yeah, in the email.
Yeah, okay, actually not. Okay, so you sent some kind of email. Let me just.
Would you like me to tell you the time I sent it?
How long ago did you send it?
It was sent February 17th,
Okay.
3:57 PM. And assessor's office confirmed saying they received it
Okay,
on the next day, 8:46 AM.
okay. And that had some like comps
Yes,
in it, okay. Do you have that right here? Is
yeah,
that-
I have them here as well.
Okay, so, because I could take those and put them into the file.
Okay.
All right, I'm not seeing the email, I mean, it may be it's somewhere, but, you said it was 2/17, I think you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the roof shingle.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, anything else you'd like to provide?
No, that's it.
No? Okay, so let me just explain our process here. All right, appreciate you coming in tonight. I'll be presenting your petition to a majority of our board at a deliberation session for consideration and vote. You're going to be notified by mail of our decision within 7 days of that decision happening. Just letting you know, we have 992 appeals, so we are actually going to be going into May to tackle these, okay? If your appeal is denied, then you can come back and appeal again next year, all right? If you are granted a reduction to the 550 or somewhere in between, then you would not be able to come back until the next evaluation in 5 years, all right? And then if you're dissatisfied with either decision, our decision, then you can actually go to court if you so choose, and some instructions will be sent with the notice letter about how to do that. All right. So if you don't have anything further, we can conclude the meeting. All right.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the deliberation hearing will take longer. So, all right. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for your time.
This is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals, Tuesday, March 26th. And our hearing, this is appeal number 452, and the start time will be 6:17. Okay. All right. So, all right, I'm just going to go through some of the information, just confirm for me. All right, this is appeal number 452.
Yes.
All right, the property address is 400 Dunham Road.
Correct.
Okay, the owners of the property are Bradley and Chung. Okay, Kyung-soo, okay. And the town has appraised your property at $982,600, and you're asking for an amount of $800,000.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Let me just put it here. Okay, and
My husband.
this is your husband here? Okay, all right, so, and what is your name?
Bradley.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're Bradley?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your Brad, okay, all right, got it, sorry.
These are my parents.
Okay, all right. So can you, then, is your husband going to be speaking during this? No, okay, all right. Do you want me to, I should probably just include his name here,
Sure,
that he was
you can do
here.
that, yeah.
Okay, so just, can you,
I'll spell out for you.
Sure.
First name, Jung, Jeong,
okay,
space SIK.
okay,
That's his full first name.
okay,
And same last name, YOON.
okay. Thanks. All right, so the reason I'm asking this is that, I have to just confirm who's the owner of the properties.
Yes.
All right, so, if you would just state, your names, if you are the owner or agent, just to say that you're the owner and the property, number, please, okay? For the record, yeah.
Sure. My name is Bradley Yoon. I'm the property owner, or co-property owner of 400 Dunham Road in Fairfield.
Okay, and,
My name is Kyung-Suk Yoon, 400 Dunham Road, Fairfield, the property co-owner with my son.
okay, all right, thank you. So here's what I need you to do is just, you're going to, sign here, and here, and then just print your names down here, okay? Sure. Thanks.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, yeah, and actually, one last thing, if you would raise your right hands, and, I need to swear you in, okay?
Yep.
Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, so this is now going to be your opportunity to provide testimony and evidence as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $800,000, and not the value assigned by the town. And market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. All right, please try to be as succinct as possible, okay? Thank you.
First of all, thank you for having this time. I have a pile of documents for you.
Okay.
As I move along. So we purchased this property back in February 19th of 2025.
Okay.
And it was an arm's length of transaction for $780,000. The home was sold strictly as is condition, as noted on the
You
MLS.
said 780?
$780,000.
Yeah.
And it was sold as as is condition, as listed on the MLS listing. I've also attached that in the documents. At the time of the purchase, as of October 1st, 2025 valuation date, the property was in inferior condition. The kitchen was not functional and could not be used. There were multiple deferred maintenance issues and areas requiring repair and updating. Renovations began, but as of October 1st of 2025, they were not completed and still is not completed. The kitchen was still unusable and several planned repairs had not yet been started. The property was not in market-ready condition as of the valuation date. The current assessment of $687,820 implies a market value of approximately $983,000. That value reflects a renovated, functional home. However, the actual condition of the property as of October 1st of 2025 does not support that level of market value. On our February 2025 purchase price of $780,000 reflects what a willing buyer would pay in an addition market transaction, in an open market transaction, considering the property's condition, given that the market did not materially increase between February and through October, and renovations were not completed. The assessment exceeds fair market value as of October 1st of 2025. We respectfully request that the assessment be adjusted to reflect the actual market value of the property and its condition as of the valuation date. Thank you for your time and your consideration. As a supporting document, I've included our closing statement that lists, well, first of all, the price history of this property that was listed on as a history on the MLS. As you can see, it started as November 14th, 2024. It was first initially started as $875,000. Because of the condition of the house was standing, As you can see, it will also moved along with the lower pricing as it goes, and then eventually reaching $780,000 as a sold price of February 19th, 2025. The next document is our closing statement, showing the $780,000 was our purchase price. The next page is our appraised value by the appraisal. It came back at $785,000. And then the next two pages are the MLS listing. You can see that on the last portion of the paragraph in the overview, it does say if the property is sold as is. And then the next three sheets are the property card. It does show the current condition of the house plus the way that we purchased the house at the time. And then one of the hardest things that we are dealing with on this property right now, and as you can see on the map, more than half of the property is designated as a wetland. That is giving us a very hard time, not being able to use the full 1.2 acres of land. We are tied to pretty much less than half of what it is. The next document shows the inspections that we've had before closing on this house. To summarize, these are listing all the equipment and the house systems that are either in the midlife of its system or ending towards at the end of its life, such as the windows, water heater, and air conditioner, plus the furnace is approaching its end of life time, and as well as the roof were at a very bad condition where it's reaching towards midlife. We did actually was able to replace that roof. And then, as I mentioned, the kitchen was not at a condition where it was usable at the moment. And then the next page is a summarized page of the inspection of the septic system that we have at the house. It does mention that the septic system it was in place since the house was built. So it is almost reaching its end of life as well. It is approximately about 60 to 70 years old system. Next two pages are the current permits that I have open for the kitchen renovations. And the first two pages are the pictures of what the kitchen conditions were before the renovation. As you can see, all the below the sink was all rotten out, all the cabinets, and the insulations, you can see that there was no drywall or anything, that was just completely open. Third, this is actually taken today. This is a condition of the stone patio that we have at the house, which will require some maintenance in the near future. The fourth picture is actually also taken today, right before this meeting, is where our kitchen currently stays.
The condition right now of the
Yes,
kitchen?
correct.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, you gave me the things I was just, wondering about in terms of like when you purchased it and, any other additional, any other things that you've, upgraded
Yep.
so far?
Besides the kitchen?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay. All right. All right, and,
Also, I would like to point out all these renovations and, ongoing maintenance that will come with the as-is condition. It's quite a bit of an expense, responsibilities that we've taken on for purchasing this house. And the renovation, even for kitchen, has not been completed yet, and the property assessment started, so.
Okay. So now, I mean, I'm not seeing it on here where it says, you said that it's wetlands. I'm not seeing that on the property part of my, I mean, I know you got the map here, so that's,
So that's something that I've dealt with the preservation department. And then every time that I would speak with them, they would show me this picture, this map here. And basically, this is our property here, 400. And where the area that was grayed out in this area is all dedicated as a wetlands.
okay. All right.
Trust me, I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, so, all right. So let me just tell you the process here.
Sure.
The board, we will have a majority of our board come together and vote on your appeal, right? You know, deliberate and vote on your appeal. I'll present the information you've given to me. Everyone has access to the files. They'll all be uploaded. All this will be uploaded into your files so that, you know, everyone can look at it. We'll have a discussion and then make a decision. And then you'll be notified by mail of our decision within 7 days of that happening, all right?
Okay.
If your appeal is denied, you can come back next year and appeal again, all right? If you are granted any kind of reduction, whether to your $800,000 or something less than that, then you would not be able to come back until the next revaluation in 5 years, all right? And then if you disagree with, you know, our decision, either way, you can appeal in court, and some instructions will be sent with the letter to you. I will just, for full disclosure, we have 992 appeals this year, and so we're probably not going to, we're going to be working until May. So I don't know when, you know, your process of actually hearing your appeal will happen, but, you know, when we've made our decision, you'll know. And there will be a notice on the town website, like that, you know, we're going to be hearing certain appeals, or, you know, deliberating certain appeals, and you could always listen to the recording of that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So.
Sorry.
That's okay.
리페어하고 업데이트하는 게 다 파이낸셜이 해야 되잖아. 그래서 아마 시간이 많이 걸릴 텐데 이 에밸루에이션이 좀 지금 상태에 맞게 적용됐으면 좋겠다고 예. So sorry, my English is a second language, so it's hard to convert to right way. So I asked him, then he doesn't have idea how to say. So there are so many things that need to be repaired and updated. But this means we need more money to fix that. But we are not richer, so it might take a time to get there. So I wish the assessment is apply current condition as I wish. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll take that in consideration. Yes. Okay.
이거 카피 필요한 거라서
Do you just need that one copy, or do you need more?
No, just this. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you. So, all right. So, if there's nothing else, then, you know, we can conclude. All right. All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck with your.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night now. Thank you. Yep, you as well.
Not usually that much traffic here.
Yeah, you know what, I feel like it's gotta be, you know?
Yeah.
Someone, I was talking with someone and they're like, well, I represent lots of, clients and other towns who've had similar, I was like, no way, nobody's had.
People are hiring lawyers for this?
Well, this happens to be the one of like a town attorney, so he was just, we're having a conversation about that, but there are people who hire attorneys for it, sure, so, okay.
Well, sorry to pick on your spot.
Yeah. No, listen.
It was gonna go to someone.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, I don't mean anything,
No, I just think I feel better.
All right, so my name is Peter Rupert. This is the Board of Assessments Appeals for March 3rd, 2026. And our start time for this appeal is 4:57. Not 4:57. I'm saying this has been bad. 6:43. Okay, sorry. So this is appeal number 295. It's being heard out of order time-wise, but it's okay. So 6:43, and this is for 1204 Mine Hill Road. So I just want to go through the information just to confirm with you, okay? So appeal number 295, 1204 Mine Hill Road. The owners are Matthew Rappaport and
Benigno.
Benigno Varela. Okay, sorry about that. All right. The town has appraised your property at $1,957,700, and you're asking for a reduction to $1,675,000. All right. All right, so, Mr. Rappaport, will you you confirm for me, just by stating your name and property address, that you are the owner of this property?
This is Matthew Rappaport. I am the owner of 1204 Mine Hill Road, Fairfield, Connecticut, along with Benigno Varela.
All right, thank you. And if you would just raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
To the best of my ability, thank you.
All right, so if you would do me a favor and just sign here and print your name below. All right, great, thank you. Okay, so this is your opportunity now to present some testimony and evidence as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $1,675,000, not the value assigned by the town. Market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. Please try to be as succinct as possible.
All right, so I hired a third-party appraiser. I submitted as attachment 1 her report. She did the comparable sales method of valuation and came to that value of 1.675. That's where the number comes from.
Okay.
So do you want me to talk about the comparisons, or the third party speak for itself?
Yeah, you can, whatever you want to do.
Sure. So the sales were both within the time period that should be considered, or all three were. There was both 2 of the houses had more bedrooms, 2 of them had pools. All of them have more square footage and comparable property sizes. And also, the average of the 3 comes to that. The highest price one of them sold for was 1.721. Let's see. I don't think it's a good use of time to go through the details of the report.
Okay, no, that's right. We will, when we do our deliberations on it, we will, I'll look through it, and the whole board has access to your file, and they'll look at it as well.
Okay, they're all also Greenfield Hill homes, but are similar neighborhood.
Okay.
I was trying to find, I submitted as Exhibit 2 something that was not in the report. I don't know the price that it will sell for. It's a listing, but I thought it was demonstrative. This is a 3,760 square foot home. Literally, you could throw a stone from my house to it. 3-bed, 3-bath. Mine is 3 beds, 3.1 baths, but it's 1,000 square feet more. I know it does not have a pool. That was on paper, I guess maybe it had some value. It's listed for 1.35. That's 1,000 square feet more than my home, literally around the corner.
Okay.
Not in my initial submission. I don't know, can I talk about things that I didn't include?
Absolutely.
All right, so I brought here the field card for 80 Hubble Lane,
Okay.
which, you know, to the extent that you're taking in subjective things like how quiet the street is and how flat the property is. My property is very hilly. Hubble is the flattest, quietest street in Lower Greenfield Hill, I would say. And this is a land sale from 2025 for, I believe it was $775,000 for a 2-acre. No, this is 2024. $775,000 for the land. In 2025, they built a house on it. It is a 4,400 square foot home, so that's, you know, almost 2,000 square feet more than my house. 4-bedroom, 4.2 bathrooms, an in-ground pool. If you're being subjective, this is one of the prettiest lots in Greenfield Hill. It is appraised this year for $1.913. That's a brand new, top-of-the-line home, almost twice as big as mine, with a pool, beautiful, nicer lot, nicer street.
What did you say it was appraised at? What?
1.913, 80 Hubble.
Okay.
I'm not trying to argue that there should be higher, but to the extent that that's reasonable, it's, you know, in my view, really bonkers that my home would be considered more valuable. In addition to that, you know, my pool is in pretty bad shape. The pool house is 40 years old and has had pipe bursts in the previous owner. So, you know, those are both liabilities. The roof is 15 years old and in very bad shape because it wasn't maintained by the previous owner. So all those factors would dissuade a buyer from my home and bring the market value down. And, you know, I don't know the condition of all those things in the comps that the appraiser used. But, you know, without even taking those into account, 1.675 is what the comparable sales analysis comes to.
Okay, could you just tell me what the, just to go back, what was the 1.35 listing?
That is
What's the address?
3674 Congress Street.
3674 Congress. All right.
Yeah, that's a 2-acre lot around the corner.
Okay.
The only other, you know, I know that when I talked to the company that was doing the initial appraisals, they talked about the land value. So, you know, 22 Brett Road is the only land listing, arguably in Greenfield Hill right now. It sold in 2025 for $1 million. That's 2.65 acres. You know, I don't think there's really a difference between 2 and 2.6, but for some reason there might be. And so, you know, and that's now been sitting on the market again for close to a year for 1.3. You know, the price has come down. I don't think there's any reason to think anyone's going to pay more than that. But, you know, to the extent that the land is the driver here, which also doesn't really make sense to me because it's marketability, so the comps cover the land. But my land here is claimed to be worth 1.267. Here's a bigger piece of land, flat piece of land, that sold most recently for $1 million in the relevant time period. So I don't know how I end up with $250,000 more value. It's just a totally separate analysis I did on my own.
Okay.
And I can give you any of this.
Whatever.
Town records.
Sure. Yep. Yeah, everything that you provide to me, I'll mark and we'll put them in the, they'll be scanned into the file.
Okay. I think I've set enough. I could just keep rehashing until it's even more bored and tired.
Okay. Do that. Okay, so let me just describe the process. Are you going to provide those to me?
Yeah. So everything, I won't give you the stuff you already have. These are the three.
Okay.
Well, actually, my field card you do have.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So let me just describe the process here going forward. I at least 5 of us, at a deliberation session for consideration and vote. You will be notified by mail of our decision within 7 days of that happening. If your appeal is denied, you can come back next year and appeal again. If we grant you any kind of relief, up to what I shouldn't say up to, because we could grant you more than that, but if we, granted you the amount that you've requested or something in between, then you would not be able to appeal again until the next revaluation in 5 years. All right, and then if you disagree with our decision altogether, then you can go and you can bring this to court, and instructions will be included in your decision letter. All right. I will tell you, like I said, we have 992, and we are actually going to be doing this until May. We have to be done by May. I'm not going to lie, I don't know how that's going to happen, but so I'm just going to tell you, I don't know when we're going to be hearing your appeal and deliberating on your appeal. But there'll be a notice, posted on the town website, like when we're, days that we're hearing certain appeals, and you can listen. There will be a recording of it, and you can listen to it.
It's not a participation event.
It is not a participation event, no. So, all right. If you don't have anything further, then we can.
Only other process question: you're going to start deliberating the appeals while you're still hearing new ones?
Well, actually, so what we're attempting to do is to get all of the hearings done in the first 3 weeks of this month, and then basically start the appeals. Because people are coming in, people are here, hearing officers are here in the morning, and hearing them in the morning, and then we're here in the evenings and Saturdays, and so we're going to try to get them all done, for the most part, in the first three weeks. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyway, all right, anything else?
No.
All right, thanks so much for coming in, I appreciate it. Okay, this is Peter Rupert, Board of Assessment Appeals, for March 3rd, 2026, and we're going to be starting appeal number 296, and the start time is 7:06. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and just confirm some information with you both. All right. The appeal number is 296. It's for 174 Stony Brook Road. The owners are Alyssa and Samuel Zerfoss. Okay. And the town valued your property, appraised your property at $1,781,356, and you're asking that to be reduced to $1,550,000. Is that correct? Okay. And then, okay, and Alyssa. All right, so now I just need to confirm that you're the owners of the property. So if you would just both state your name and the property, and that you're the owners of that property.
Yep, Samuel Zerfoss. I am one of the co-owners at 174 Stony Brook Road.
Okay.
Yep, and Alyssa Zerfoss, also co-owner at 174 Stony Brook Road.
All right, thank you. And then I'm just also going to swear you in now, so if you both raise your right hand. All right, you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, thanks. All right, so what I just need you to do here is just, sign up here and print your names, all right? Thanks. Raining out there?
It is. It's like
Not-
misting, it's not snowing, and it's not icy. So, we avoided this one after.
Yeah, right. We deserve it.
Yeah, I heard it snowed earlier though, but we were in the city, so it was raining in the city.
All right, thanks so much. All right. So This is now your opportunity to provide testimony or evidence as to why you believe the market value of your home on October 1st, 2025 was $1,550,000 and not what the value the town assigned you, okay? Market value is what your home most likely would have sold for on that date. Please try to be as succinct as possible.
Okay. Do you have a copy of the letter and the evidence that we sent in terms of comps? You just want me
Yes,
to read that off?
I do. Sure, you can, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think based on the research that we did relative to comps, we found larger houses, newer houses, and houses with more bedrooms than ours that are selling for.
In our direct neighborhood.
In our direct neighborhood. Selling for a lot less than what we were appraised. So I tried to compile that in succinct fashion in the appeals letter there, so I can just talk through some of those. I picked 4 houses. So I'll start with the first one that I think is probably most comparable to ours. Okay. It's 478 Crestwood Road. It's literally around the corner from us. We walk, our dogs and our kids by it, every day. It sold on January 9th, so, less than 2 months ago for $1.450, so less than we're asking our house to be appraised for. And it's a 5-bedroom house, 3-bath, 3,469 square feet, built the same year. So it's got, 2 more bedrooms than ours?
Yeah, our house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So it's similar square footage, but this house has more bedrooms.
Yeah, so it's slightly larger than our house with 2 more bedrooms, built the same year. And it's on flat land as well. So it's on slightly less land, but it's flat land. So, we felt that was pretty indicative of maybe our assessed value being a little bit too high. And then, kind of on the same road there, 341 Crestwood. This is listed and under contract as of Feb 14, so it hasn't sold yet, but it's under contract. And it was listed for $155, so the same amount that we're asking our house to be assessed at. And that's a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, so 2 more beds, 2 more baths, about 400 more square feet, 10 years younger, although everything's relative because it was built in 1947. So still under contract, so unclear what the final sale price will be, but it's a bigger house with more bedrooms and more bathrooms and newer, and that was listed for what, we're asking our house to be assessed at. And then there's a few more, so Parkwood's down the road. This sold in October, so about less than 6 months ago, for $1.6, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. And then there's another one in our neighborhood. It's a new build. It sold for $168, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, over 1,000 more square feet, new build. So,
That's the 332.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So much bigger house, more bedrooms, more bathrooms, over 1,000 more square feet, and a new build sold for $100K less than our house has been appraised at. So.
Yeah. And I think the other thing to add for the acreage, so our property is on 0.7 acres. And all of these comps are in like the 0.5 to 0.6 range for the actual property. However, the front of our house is on a very steep grade, and so it's not usable in the traditional sense. Kids can't play on it, as an example. And all of these other homes have flat lawns kind of on their entire property.
So what would you say is maybe you have it in here, but what would you say your steep grade is on how much of your property, of your 0.7 you think is
that? Like maybe 25 to 30%. Yeah.
30%. Show up in the picture.
No.
No, you need to, this is a very steep driveway, and it has two, I mean, if you were to Google map it, you can see there's two, big retaining walls in the front of the house, but, there's no lawn at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all kind of landscaped space.
So like that picture you're saying is not, I mean, we can, you know, we can pull it up, so I mean, it's not.
This picture makes it look like it's flat. But
Yeah, okay.
It's literally like,
So,
yeah.
so if you see this though, like, if you were to just come over this way and take a front of the house.
Yeah.
You'd see that there's two stacked garden beds, so this is actually like this, like we can try and pull up a picture right now.
Hard because, well, you can look at the idea. It's a really old picture on Google Maps, so, but you can see it, here's the front lawn when they're building the two retaining walls here. So that's kind of what it's today. And then I mean, you can tell it's on an incline, but it's a little deceiving in the photo. I'll use that. There you go.
It makes the, let's put it this way, it makes the snow shoveling very attractive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'm at street level, right, and you can see the cars, you know, about at my, about at my head, so you definitely go uphill. So we don't use any of this property except for, a driveway and a garden bed really, because it's steep.
Okay.
There's a video. Like, see, that's the picture. Hold on a second. So those are the two garden beds. And that, the picture makes it look flat, but it's really
No, I can see how high
it's
it
really
is.
up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, I mean, I'd be happy to go do a drive-by just to, you know, get just a visual of it, but we also have, you know, some things that probably will pull it up, so, yeah. Okay. Anything else is there anything there that I have everything that you have there, right? Okay. Yes.
No, I would just add, I mean, I think it needs to be a link to the listing, so I might give you a link for the doc.
Yeah, we sent an email too, so if you wanted to link to we tried to link to those referenced houses.
Okay.
So that you can pull those up easily to check those out.
Yeah, and I would also say, because obviously they're all old homes, but the amount of updates done to these homes would be very comparable to our house itself.
And just tell me, when did you buy this piece of property?
June of 2022.
2022. And have you done upgrades to it since you've been in it?
We are in the process of an upgrade, I think, permissible for the basement, but that was, I don't think, included in this assessment. So once it's in process now, so we'll be reassessed and assuming after that's complete.
Okay.
Otherwise, no, painting. Yeah.
All right.
And then we added solar panels to the house, which is on here as well, on our property sheet, which are leased.
Right.
So,
How are you doing? How is that going for you, the solar panels?
great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Except when it snows
No.
in the winter on the panels.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Well, then we don't get any of the benefits.
The best months for solar are the best, spring and winter, best seasons. Or sorry, spring and summer.
Yeah.
Fall and winter, the sunlight, you
Yeah. Is there a problem with it sliding off of the panels, the snow?
No, I think it slides off. It's
We'd
more
actually
of,
prefer that it slide off.
Yeah, no, right,
you
yeah.
just don't get any lights or when you have the snow on it all winter, but
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. You know, I actually, we had people come out, and evaluate our home for it and stuff. And I mean, we have, our back roof is, big, wide open, no obstructions. But it's facing the wrong way.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
they want, and they're like, no, we can put it right on your front. I'm like, I don't know if I want that,
That's what we did.
Yeah.
So we did the back, yeah, that was my compromise, and we got lucky that we had like one part of our back roof that got like, we took one tree down to then get all the light on it.
And so, so in the spring, when you don't have air conditioning and you don't have heat and all that, it covers about 75% of our electricity use, and we bought a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
So the sun is charging our car.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And who did you go with, if you don't mind me asking?
SunPower.
SunPower?
Yeah.
Right. I keep that in mind. All right, thank you. All right. I just wanted to explain the process from here on. All right, so I will present your petition to a majority of our board at a deliberation session for us to consider it and vote. They all have access to the file, so they'll see everything that I'm seeing. I'm just, kind of the point person and present it.
Yep.
All right, you'll be notified by mail of our decision within 7 days of that decision. If your appeal is denied, you can come back next year and appeal again. If you are granted a reduction of any amount, then you would not be able to come back until the next revaluation in 5 years. All right. If you don't agree with our decision, you can take the next step and appeal that decision in court, and instructions will be included in your decision letter about that. All right, sorry about that. Pardon me. We do have 992 appeals, so we are going to be actually doing this until May, and it has to be done by May. I'm not sure. I can't tell you like, oh, we're going to hear it next week, or 3 weeks from now. It's going to be a while. So we're most likely going to try to organize our deliberations to just hear like certain neighborhoods in town, just so we kind of have a consistent feel for what's going on. So, but that's about it. And so, okay.
Do you have a sense of, based on what we presented, like, do we have a decent case for a deduction?
I'm definitely going to present, your, talking about that, your yard, that's, the front yard, that is, something that seems kind of, I don't want to say detrimental, but, obviously.
Yeah.
So, all right, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you
All right,
so much.
appreciate your time.
We appreciate your time.
Okay.
We're gonna be busy, sounds like. So, at least May.
All right, and how old are your, let me just